was thinking? Genuinely, what were they thinking? Why did they not protect Carla Leite? Like, she's came out with the Valkyries and is hooping. She's hooping right now. I'm just like, what was the logic to it? Like, why didn't they keep her? Like, I understand whatever. Oh, we have Paige Bueckers as our point guard. Run her as a backup. You could have found a way to flip. Oh Jesus, I've blanked on her name. Played point guard last year for the Sun. To flip Ty Harris. Like, they could have found a way to flip Ty Harris into a really good contract. They could have found a way to flip Ty Harris. And had Carla Leite backing up Paige Bueckers as the one. And Carla Leite instantly becoming an elite player. And by the way, Paige Bueckers, born 2001. Carla Leite, born 2004. She's got Julie Van Loo as a mentor. She's like mini Julie Van Loo. And like Carla Leite this season, she won Euro Cup. She scored 25 points in the final of Euro Cup. She scored 25 in the final of Euro Cup. Like, what are we? Why? Like, how did the Dallas Wings let her go? And like, look who the Dallas Wings kept. The Dallas Wings, obviously, they kept Satu. They kept... I'm saying, who was on the Dallas Wings roster last year? Wings 2024 roster. I need to just remember who was on that roster. So, they obviously protected Arike. They protected Satu. They protected Segrist. That's 3. They must have protected Kalani Brown. Or maybe JC Sheldon 4. Uzin they didn't protect. Lou, no. Suarez, they cut her. Kalani Brown and Tierra McCown. Yeah, they must have protected Kalani Brown and Tierra McCown. Or maybe they just protected Tierra McCown. Either way, they protected Tierra McCown over her. Or Kalani Brown. Either of them, I don't care. Tierra McCown's not... Why? Tierra McCown can't see the floor against a good team. She can't be on the floor. There's talk about starting Alyssa Smith at center. That is how bad Tierra McCown is. And they gave up instead one of the best young point guards in the world. They gave up one of the best young point guards in the world. Van Loo speaks 4 languages. Van Loo also raps, if you didn't know. But, they gave up one of the top young point guards in the world for Tierra McCown. Like, she's there. She's a 5'9". She's not that short. Point guard who can score from deep. Who can kind of do a bit of everything. She can run the show. Oh, sorry, it's her against Maureen Johannes. As a freaking kid. Carla Leite there. 4-point play yesterday. Like, 57-59, fourth quarter. 4-point play. 11 points for her. Like, and again, you forgot. She turned 21 like a month ago. She's not even... Like, if she was American, she would be a junior in high school, in college. She's the same age as... I'm trying to think. What good guards are there the same age as her? What's her name from Kiki Rice? She's the same age as Kiki Rice. She's so much better than Kiki Rice. And imagine if you had Kiki Rice, it's like, oh, we're going to keep her. Why were these teams so dumb about not protecting Europeans? And actually, sorry, I know why they were so dumb about not protecting Europeans. They literally did not protect them all because they knew a lot of them were going to be free agents in 2026 and they assumed they were all going to play in Eurobasket. But half of them aren't playing in Eurobasket. That's the thing. They literally got rid of these players. And not only that, you had her for 4 years on a rookie deal. You had her for a 4-year rookie deal, and you chose Tierra McCown over her. You chose the worst contract in the WNBA over one of the best young point guards in the world, who you are going to have in a rookie deal through 4 years in the best contract in the WNBA, which is a 2025 rookie deal. And because she was a first-round pick, it's a 4-year rookie deal. You had one of the best young point guards. You had the best backup starting point guard combo in Paige Bueckers and Leite. Best young guard combination. And not only that, the two of them could play together in the future. The two of them could play together. If they were still doing well, if Leite was killing it and Paige was killing it, and you said, you know what, we're going to core and trade Enrique and we're going to build around that team, the team's probably better. But now you're stuck with the team you have. Yes, Ty Harris is a fantastic backup point guard, but you could have gotten someone a lot better than Tiara McCowan for Ty Harris. Like, you could have found a way to work all that out and traded Ty Harris for a proper starting center that isn't Tiara McCowan. And you could have had Carla Leite coming off the bench instead of Ty Harris and had her and Paige as this young backcourt duo. And I understand, yeah, okay, you need to have an older guard somewhere. If Paige Bueckers is as good as people say she is, Enrique could be a good enough vet for the two of them. Like, it's not like Enrique's young. Enrique's my age. It is, the Valkyries have swindled so many teams. And you want to know what people also don't understand with the Valkyries? Maria Conde tore her Achilles. If she comes back healthy, she is a starting level WNBA player. Kiara Linskins is a solid backup player. Janelle Salone is younger than Hailey Van Lith. If she was in this year's draft, had she gone to college, she's a top 5 pick. Chechi Zanacini, solid. They also have Ileana Rupert coming over at some stage. Not signed this year. Ileana Rupert was the best player on a Mersin team that had Tiara McCowan, that had Natasha Howard, that had Carly Samuelson, and Bridget Carlton. 3 starters, 3 WNBA starters, 2 starters on top 3 teams, and Carly Samuelson, who's one of the better bench players in the W. Ileana Rupert was better than all of them. All of them. And they just fleeced teams. They fleeced teams because they knew that they're not going to protect the player that might go to Eurobasket. So all they did was they just fleeced teams in this expansion draft. They fleeced teams. And then when teams didn't have Europeans that they could take, or anyone good, like the Storm, they just said, nah, we're just going to take nobody. We don't care. We don't care. Everyone thought they were going to take all these young players. They got Julie Van Loo, who is a player that is going to play with high energy, who is going to be fun to watch, and the fans are going to be really hyped every time she plays, who's going to keep the fans there, and is going to be a vet for a Carla Leite. Kate Martin's going to put butts in seats. Salone's good. And then they've Jacite coming over next year. They have a 6'1" point guard prodigy coming over next year. Like, the Dallas Wings, and whatever about any of the other ones, why did the Dallas Wings give up? Why did they give up Carla Leite? Why did they give up Carla Leite for Tiara McCowan? By the end of the season, Tiara McCowan is going to be end of the bench. She's not going to play. She's not going to play. They are contemplating starting Nalissa Smith at the 5. We've seen Nalissa Smith minutes at the 5. We've seen what it's done. It's not pretty. It is not pretty. Nalissa Smith, sometimes the 4, when she wants to lock in on defense, can be a not worse defender in WNBA, but just a bad defender. We've seen Nalissa Smith do good things sometimes at the 4. Nalissa Smith minutes the 5 never end well. They're contemplating starting Nalissa Smith at the 5 for Tiara McCowan. And you kept Tiara McCowan instead of one of the best young guards in the world, who is just turned 21, who is 2.5 years younger than Paige, who is 3 years younger than Hailey Van Lith, and is going out there and taking over late in a game with 11 points in 13 minutes. As a just turned 21-year-old, who again, 3 years younger than Hailey Van Lith against the Mercury. Like, you gave up that player. You gave up that player for Tiara McCowan. I understand she's 6'7". I don't care. She can't guard anybody. The only times Tiara McCowan ever looked good was when she was coming up against Aaliyah Boston last year, because Aaliyah Boston can't guard anyone who's taller than her. But yeah, That's it.